I live in America, and I get my stuff from nature. Obviously, I'm gonna get it that way, But I would say, yeah, I feel like herbalism is very important. Stuff grows here, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like people are more scared of herbalism. The more modern, the more capitalized people have become, the more afraid they are to go out and get their vitamins other than a pill that they get at the store. We worship many gods. It depends on the person also. Someone can worship specifically the Allfather, which would be, you guys would know him as Odin, but a lot of people tend to worship different gods, and there's so many of them within the faith. Like Freya, a lot of people worship her, and those are the more popular, more like, there's more stories about them. There's also tons of different gods that people don't even know about. I was kind of raised with it in the first place. My siblings taught me, my sisters. They would tell me these stories, and that's kind of like, I can't tell you when it started and when it or whatever, because it's just kind of been there. Because the culture that comes from it, they didn't really write anything down other than dumb stuff. The only reason we know what runes mean and stuff is because a Viking thought it'd be funny to write label an antler, because they thought, I don't, it was some weird sarcastic shit. Also, a dick joke. They wrote a dick joke on a stone. And that's also another. I'm not even joking about. That's real. That's real. That is something that genuinely happened. Well, I find myself respecting animals a bit more than most people who aren't of the faith. I feel like there's just a lot of animals that represent different things, and I would say that like goats are kind of they're like a festive symbol. Goats, they're like a, in Christmas you guys have a reindeer. They're like that. They're like a festive, wintry symbol. For Yule, we like to burn a big giant straw goat. We do that because during Yule, it Yule is meant to represent the darkest time of winter, and when you burn a goat, specifically a straw goat, you're not sacrificing animals. It's ridiculous. It's welcoming back the sun. I'm gonna use this as the flipper. People like to use this religion as a more of they like to appropriate it and turn into something that's not for their own views. People are obsessed with the idea of this Viking thing, and that's what they first think, which is not the case. I think it's they get a very bad misconception, or people who do join this faith, they want this idea, and that's just not it, and it causes a lot of people to. It just causes a lot of I'm just gonna say, it causes a lot of white supremacists to intrude on this space that doesn't belong to them. It belongs to everyone.